What are we circling on our calendar? What is the game of the year in the SEC?
Well, I think most people would look at the regular season game of the year as Alabama and A&M and Tuscaloosa. But I look at the Alabama game at Tennessee as the game of the year, in my opinion. I think Alabama has dominated that series. They've won 15 games in a row. I think Tennessee is much improved. Last year, they gave them a pretty good game in Tuscaloosa. And I think Tennessee, this is the year that I think that they can cause some problems, more problems against Alabama. It's at home. It's going to be a crazy atmosphere. Alabama really struggled on all of their tough road games last year. And so I think that's a game that I have circled as a really tough game for Alabama. And I think Tennessee fans will show up like they did at the Ole Miss game last year. And I think the obvious game of the year that everybody, I don't know if everybody wants to see it, but you're going to probably see it, is going to be Alabama and Georgia again in Atlanta. I think that's, heavyweight battle of the year that looks likely to happen, but you got to play all the games to get there. So I think that's the game that I think a lot of fans are curious to see. I think most people would probably prefer not to see them there, but we'll see how it goes.
Blake, I'm gonna tell you what, you shocked me that you went there instead of going Bama, Texas A&M with all the drama behind Jimbo and Nick. But Tennessee, that is going to be a pivotal game. But I haven't seen anything out of Tennessee since I was in high school that's going to let me feel like they can compete with Alabama. So I can't go with that game just yet. In terms of Tennessee and Alabama being the game of the year in the SEC, I still want to see Jimbo and Nick arm wrestle at the 50-yard line before the game.
Yeah, I just think the game in Tuscaloosa, I think it's going to favor Alabama. I think when you play in College Station, it changes everything. Their fans are incredible. It's the loudest stadium I've ever been in, and I think that's a game changer. Tuscaloosa's environment's not as hostile and loud as it is in Kyle Field, but I think Alabama will be ready for that game, and A&M will be too. But I think it makes a big difference when you're playing at home against playing at Kyle Field.
Now, I am going to say this. Last year, it was a lot made that Jimbo was the first assistant to beat Nick in a game. There is an assistant coach that worked with both Jimbo and Nick that also said that wasn't the first time that Jimbo beat Nick. He said Jimbo Fisher used to dominate Nick in the noontime basketball league at the University of Alabama. He said he used to beat up on him pretty bad to the point where Nick made Jimbo start playing on his team. So it's been a competitive rivalry for a long time. Maybe they should have a free throw contest before the game to settle it.
I love it. It's going to be a great game regardless. I'm looking forward to hopefully going to it.